Okay, so in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to try to mimic this, right? So these are brushes that I have that are of water, and we're going to take the type and I'm going to show you how to create typography using some of these brushes. Now you could use it doing paint strokes or anything that you want to do with that. So let's just turn this off as an example. I'm going to set my color to red, and I'm just going to choose type a letter. Let's do Z. And you could choose any typeface. Let's just use Helvetica. Probably most of you have that. And I'm just going to make this bigger, and I'm going to keep it red because I want to see the shape of that kind of underneath as I create this. All right, we're going to do a new layer, change that to black. Now I'm going to use my brush here. Now I'm just going to click my brush a couple times. And now I'm going to use that to position. So let's see, I like it maybe down here. And if I want to make some alterations, I'm going to drag from the corner here. Say, okay, I like that. But maybe I want that to go over back there. Let's go ahead and do warp. And you can see I can kind of bend that, although, right, so let's bend it here. And let's bend it here, right? So we see how we can use kind of warp to kind of direct some of this stuff. I think I'm going to keep those splashes. I'm then going to do distort because I want that to go into the corner. Should have done that from the beginning. All right, so let's just move this out. Right, so now I'm just kind of maneuvering that around, and I like that, although I don't want this piece that's here, so I'm just going to put a mask on it, and I'm actually going to use the same brush to kind of mask it away. You'll get a better success. It'll look more like you're fluidly taking things away rather than some other kind of type of brush. Okay, great. New layer. Let's get another brush. Right, again, just kind of click it in here, which I like. How do I want to use that one? Let's kind of move this around. And again, I'm just trying to find the spots that fit this letter. Okay, that's working good. And again, I have a couple little extra spots here. I'm just going to get rid of those. Okay, looking good. New layer. That's the brush. Okay, we're going to take that. Again, I'm going to rotate it. I think I want to add a couple extra little dimension on that letter, so we're going to do that. Add another new layer, do a brush. In this case, now I'm going to rotate this brush. So we are going to kind of get it in that Z position, or that kind of bottom line. And I'm again going to mask this out, and I'm going to mask with the same brush. Right, so now we need to work at this top part. Again, another new brush. Let's see what other, ooh, I like that one. Forgot I had that one. Right, so now it's just kind of maneuvering this. To where I want it. I want get that as straight as possible, but I kind of want a little bit more here, so I'm going to use warp and just kind of pull this to where I want it to be. Right, we're going to bring this side in. Let's bring it up. It's looking good. Bring it down. Okay, I like where that's going, but I'm going to get rid of some of this part that's here, so I don't think we need it. Another new layer, brush. There we go. Let's go in. Let's see. Let's use that over here. It's just to maybe fill out the space a little bit. And oops, we're going to go to warp. Kind of move this around. All right, try to fill this space a little bit. That's here. Like that. We'll do a mask. You can see where I'm kind of going with this. Just get rid of that. And let's take this off, for example. And there we are with the Z, looking pretty good. Now maybe this end I don't like, maybe I do, right? We can kind of keep that splatter there. Second thought, I don't like it. So I'm just going to use this other water brush to get rid of it. Right? Looking pretty good. So that's where I'm going to kind of leave this. I like this little splash that's ending there. Now I'm going to take and group this. Now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a new layer. And let's get to colorizing it. Let's use that as our base. And then let's add in some orange, a little smaller. And let's do yellow, a little smaller. Right? So now it's over top, which is pretty cool, but now if I change it to soft lights, that's interesting. Let's multiply is not going to look good. Screen looked pretty good. I think it's because I just chose something that was light. Linear dodge is working pretty good. Hard light works pretty good. Difference is not bad. Screen is pretty good. So you can see you can add all sorts of colors and effects to that. Let's use hard light to make it look kind of whatever you want. And that's kind of the idea of this. And that's how I did this example. Right? Same thing, just taking my time and really kind of assembling those letters.